mean, I would say that these guys are absolutely, last year they were one of the absolute best teams at being able to start fights, reset fights, and go again.
I mean, their late game team fighting is absolutely astounding.
Uh-oh.
The rune fighting, though, that's another question.
Yeah, the early push in from Gaimin Gladiators seems like they're picking up the speed already, and they're going to go for the first blood onto Gabby and should be able to get it. They cop a lot of damage in return, but with 3 heroes here, they can keep Whitemon out of lane.
It's almost where you wish this Enchantress could gank mid for this Storm, but not with the regen differential being this large this early. And T1, they warded for it as well, so they were already thinking about what that their own safe lane jungle ob. That's an uncommon ob to ward in a lot of games. This is, you know, potentially the strength of March, giving him the heads up.
Ace, the 2-1-2 matchup, it's going to be good enough. They do manage to kill the Lycan, so they weren't able to shut him down experience-wise as much as that previous lane that we were talking about. But meanwhile, the aggro tri-lane does manage to find its own kill, and Gabby is also very, very low. In fact, they're going to go for the kill. He's got 5 stick charges, but they couldn't get the toss backwards. They didn't even necessarily need it.
Quill's
if they just hit a toss straight up in the air, they do manage to get it. Celery just ducks forward with the Enchantress's extra movement speed. Carl, he's being pressured right now. He's got the rest of his supports right behind him. They're going to actually hurricane him into the Storm Spear, but that's perfect for Carl. He turns around, blasts down the Storm Spear with the help of Zephyr and Whitemon. And unfortunately for Carl, he really wanted the rune as well. They're not going to get that. Instead, they're going to try and kill the hard camp creep. He's forced to pop the Fairy Fire.
Shadow Shaman's not always the guy who can go in and start stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Carl, he's going to get jumped on the Ace. He's going to pop his ultimate, but there are plenty of T1 heroes here. They're going to actually pop that Fiend's Grip from Tofu coming in from the other side. A perfect sandwich from Gaimin Gladiators, but the rest of the fight may not be so good as they've managed to get the Hex Shackles onto the Storm Sphere, locking him down and getting an important kill. A 1-for-2 trade so far. Ace is going to have to use that rest of that wolf form to get on out of here. Gabby, he's a little bit low already, but oh, Boom actually ignores that, goes for Zephyr instead. With the Haste Rune, he doesn't give a damn about that Hex, and they're actually going to leave their Bristle back behind. Zephyr's coming back in. They're going to pop the egg now. With the Shackles going out, Gabby's still alive. The egg is going to die, but Gabby, oh no, he got pushed back in. Great use of that owlbear by Celery to kick back the original kill they were looking for. 3 big pickups for Gaimin Gladiators. They picked themselves right back up after an awkward mid-lane team fight and keep up that aggression.
And this is the power of that BKB rush on Carl. They feel confident to take the fight, even if Gladiators could run in with the Lycan Tiny. Addition to the Shaman Wards just dies so fast here.
Yeah, it does. But Aegis and BKB, I mean, that just looks like something you don't want to commit to. Carl is going to survive through the Tiny combo, but the Storm Spirit is going to be there, and actually will finish off the Aegis and maybe get Whitemon as well. Yeah, with that BKB, it's going to be pretty damn easy. Carl's Aegis gets burned. The rest of Gaimin Gladiators aren't in a position to go for more because some of them are currently trying to push out top. Ace, he's going to pop his ultimate here out of perhaps a little bit of fear of getting caught and maybe seeing an opportunity to go for more. They're going to be able to catch it with the Fiend's Grip, the Phoenix on the side, while Ace is making sure the rest of them are tucked underneath their tier 2 tower,
Ace
afraid for their lives. Okay.
Don't hate it till you tried Zephyr, though.
Interesting. Blink initiation onto the Storm Sphere. That's a perfect one. But can they do the damage fast enough? The Shackle, it's going to run out eventually. The BKB goes off. Boom's able to jump away. Boom's able to jump back in. Couldn't get the regen rune. That would have been a big pickup. Zephyr having some problems with some wolves here is going to be kept alive by his geek fam bro of Whitemon.
How to make their lineups work. They know the weaknesses, how to itemize.
Oh, they're going to try and go for the Bristleback. Bristleback didn't manage to turn around for a second, but the pullback was so long, Durantio got around him and beat him in the face. That was nasty. Hefty amount of damage. Gabby, I bet Gabby would be more fine. They're going to pop it. Ace, they're going to try and initiate. Boom, he sees the opportunity to catch the backline, and a beautiful avalanche coming in from Durantio. No Phoenix at all, and they're going to keep Gabby slowed down here, while the Fiend's Grip also catches Zephyr. So they're going to say, okay, screw it. We can leave the Bristleback behind for now. Let's make sure we get the Shadow Shaman. Durantio actually wants to keep going for it. Avalanche, maybe a toss back. Oh, the tree by itself and the toss isn't going to be quite enough, but they're going to turn around and start laying into the tier 3. This is the speed we were talking about. Gaimin Gladiators They like being able to end games before 30 minutes. BKB going off from Carl, tried to just push them out of the base, delivers a hefty amount of damage to Celery, now kicking Duraccio back as well. Boom's going to reinitiate, and they're actually going to be able to bring down the Phoenix again. No egg for a second time. Boom, though, he's out of mana. Oh, no. Traded out for a Phoenix. That cannot feel good. Both cores of Gaimin Gladiators.
Boom, buyback to contest this.
What a disaster. They're going to poke at Whitemon here to Crepify. They quickly dispel that one, but he turns around and just starts healing through. Boom's going to commit and manages to kill Whitemon again. He's going to be hunting that Pugna all game long alongside the Shadow Shaman, and he gets both. A double for Boom. A decent outcome for a bad situation.
They want more here, though.
They're going to try. Do they have any here? I mean, they don't have the Tiny, so I don't know how they possibly stop these two cores out there. And he can try and react to it. They're going to be able to catch the Tiny. Immediately responds from Zephyr. Drops the wards as well. Boom. Instant response to the support showing themselves. The Crepify is actually keeping him alongside the Life Drain. But the Fiend's grip on the Bristleback. He needs help. Somebody help him. Oh, no. He just gets beaten down by the Tiny once again. While Ace is trying to isolate out Carl. No way again. The shard for nothing. And Carl limping back to his base with the Aegis. One's getting real bad.
Going to use it here.
And they're going to be able to catch up to some of these heroes. Shiva's going off on the side. The TP in from the Bristleback. But again, Boom being able to find the two supports instantly demolishes them again and again and again. He keeps on fighting, and the egg may have gone off, but Duraccio had more than enough attack speed alongside Ace. Gabby, he doesn't have a way out of this one. He's stuck inside the trees, surrounded by so many heroes. Gaimin Gladiators are going to be able to catch up to him. LSA, nice dodge back there. A step backwards from Gaimin Gladiators. Zephyr show himself. He full zips in with his BKB, and he kills both of them. And Zephyr almost dying there. Crepify's going to bail him out for a second here, but he tossed. It's going to land on his head. Beautiful ward trap that is going to be able to catch Celery. Duraccio is able to fight his way out, but he slowed down the Shivas, and he's not going to get out with a Silver Edge either. In fact, they're going to look for more, and they do find it. Tofu dies as well. A triple pickup for T1.
I don't know if T1's ready for this wolf.
He starts making his way over. It's a big, bad rock wolf coming in, and Bristleback is already about to be dying here. Zephyr tries to jump in. Boom's already popped his BKB. A beautiful axe jump that is going to be able to once again destroy the back line. Carl throws what damage he can at Tofu, but that is looking like it's it right here. It's a Lycan plus Tiny lineup. You've got 4 dead with no buyback. That's it. T1 calls it GG. Gaimin Gladiators, they take the speed, they take the pace, they take the tempo, and, well, they didn't make it by 30, but 33 minutes, they close out the game.
It's going to be nice, because eventually this beast will be very annoying for this Tiny. Level 5 to 6 range.
Yeah.
You're hoping you can get ahead of that curve. Build some space for Whitemon as well. This
top lane going for the kill. Cuckoo, he's going to get hit by this Inkswell, and I think he's going to have a hard time surviving through it, but Tofu is also potentially going to die here. He gets out the last hit before Tofu goes down, so they do get the first blood for Duraccio. Duraccio will even deliver a couple blows to Zephyr as well. He just keeps on swinging.
Said about it is I do feel like when all these supports go mid, Gaimin Gladiators felt better about it because they have some of these lanes where they're happy to build that pressure up like we're seeing here.
Yep.
Like, Cuckoo does not want to be left alone in this game, and at the same time, Gabby, he's not going to want to be bottom for alone too much in this game, whereas Ace is super happy to just get the solo XP. He is so far ahead for this early in the game. My God, this guy has a secret Midas or something? Like,
yeah,
what the hell is going on?
4,000 net worth? What?
I mean, he's doubling up Cuckoo off this lane.
He's only gotten 2 kills. I'm confused. Like, this, I mean, one of them was first blood. Gabby goes for the toss back here, but the creeps are going to chase after him. It's a Satyr Mind Stealer.
He obs to see him.
Oh, nice play from Zephyr. Dropping that ward to be able to get the vision, finishing off the Storm Spirit kill. He's got 1 leap and 1 leap only to get out of here. Perfect angle. And it is going to be just enough to stay alive.
Metropolitan Center?
Sure. Uh-oh. It's going to be a dead Leshrac. Do you think he should have gone, like, top instead? I mean, Cuckoo doesn't want him there because he's not level 6 yet.
Yeah,
Zip in with the Inkswell. They're going to be able to chain stun up this Tiny, perhaps. He gets off the Avalanche, but ultimately the damage was still laid out there. With
now Cuckoo's here.
Cuckoo is here, and he's going to need as many kills as possible with this ultimate. They're going to start off with Ace. He uses the roar and the extra movement speed to try and get out. He will not. Carl runs him down. Who needs a Dark Troll Summoner? Just various Various neutrals from the Enchantress will finish it up by itself.
Oh! Centaur stomp from the
What
neutral.
a Centaur stomp!
This guy's playing for one of these teams.
God damn. That's the MVP play right there.
That's
I'm gonna give me a replay. Whitemon. Goodbye. Gaimin Gladiators on the hunt here. Boom. Gonna be able to find the Brana with that Inkswell combination. That is just such a pretty chain stun. And T1, Cuckoo's gonna be in some trouble when he comes down. They actually found Carl, though. Carl, who you said was going to be the biggest factor in shutting down this Chaos Knight, a big kill in addition to the 3 that they already had on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. They are absolutely steamrolling T1. And now they're going to take Roshan for themselves, so a 15.5-minute Roshan, that's an Aegis for Boom at this major, at being able to stall out a game, but simultaneously Gaimin Gladiators have shown themselves as being one of the best to lock it down. Boom. Long range jump, gotta be able to spot Carl and Duraccio right alongside him. Really good nightmare dodge, but it's not gonna be enough to be able to save Carl. And with Carl dead, boom, he may actually still die here, but remember he has the Aegis double primal roar. Good setup there from the Grimstroke with Ace, following it up in an Inkswell on top that's gonna be able to catch Gabby. One by one, T1 will be falling here, and that's gonna be a team wipe. Didn't even drop the Aegis. Know your place, says Tofu. Apparently, their place is back at the fountain.
Or the lower bracket here. And
oof.
This game just feels over at this point. It does not feel like you can muster any sort of comeback here just because of how strong this Summon Zoo is this early. How well this beast is going to help his pickoff take over the map. This isn't even Storm's best timing, which is his BKB. He just has Aegis to play off of. Didn't even lose at that fight.
So they still got another 2.5 minutes to utilize that tool. Carl here farming Ancients, but not for long. Duraccio, they've already moved over. Fortunately for Carl, not so fortunate for Whitemon. He stumbles into the smoke rotation instead.
This is the strength of Beastmaster, honestly. When you start winning a game and you can take over areas of the map, he's one of the best at helping you hold that.
Yeah.
Because he can abuse these matchups that heroes have trouble interacting with him early, on top of giving you the vision to help other heroes play very confidently. Look at Celery right now. I mean, yeah, he's an Enchantress, but maybe he should have a bit more fear.
Yeah, they try and burst through the creeps, and they actually did manage to kill the creeps to allow the arrow to land. That gets the kill on Celery. Boom, maybe losing his Aegis here, but first Carl's going to go down, and now with the roar on Gabby, the follow-up Inkswell stun, Chaos Knight bolts. There's tons of stuns coming out from Gaimin Gladiators. Reality Rift with the bind coming in from the Grimstroke, going to be able to catch more of these heroes, but the Moonlight Shadow allows them to slip away into the night. Round 2 here for Boom, as they're going to continue the assault on this tier 2. Eventually, backdoor protection will fall.
Ace even picking up a drum to help them take that fight. More move speed for this Chaos Knight to engage. If you show heroes, Gaimin Gladiators are going to jump them. That's pretty much the name of the game. Celery's happy to give his life there to give all the vision for that engagement.
Yeah.
No lack of damage for this side, I'll tell you that much.
And look at them, they are just
Cuckoo show top,
hunting down heroes. Cuckoo shows, immediately Boom, and the rest of the team is on their way. Cuckoo's dead. Zephyr forced to use all his leap charges, and the Chaos Bolt was still going out, so Duraccio is going to catch him as well. Nobody on T1 is allowed out on the map, it seems. Gaimin Gladiators, they just continue to sweep back and forth across the map, not letting T1 find any of that farm. Look at him. There it goes again. 3-man smoke up. Use the Phantasm to push out mid. They're going to show a hero top. Actively taking that tier 2. Yeah, the Hawk and the smoke rotation, so they're going to be able to find some heroes. Fortunately, the double damage is denied. It also gives Gabby a heads up. They need to get the hell out of here.
This map's just too easy to play for them right now. This is why they like this Enchantress.
Yeah.
She gives you the option to set up these dual lanes or tri-lanes in a way where you can enable some of your later cheese picks, give them a good game, and just accelerate out of control. On top of, she's just such an annoying support to deal with. If you close out the lanes this fast, she can frontline every smoke gank. You have to run through her. That's what Celery knows. He can just play so aggressive.
Yeah.
It's another factor limiting T1's comeback potential.
I mean, they're stepping out. The moment they do, there's Boom. Catches him, Primal Roar, no chance to pop the ultimate for Cuckoo. Once again, he's got a long cooldown ult that he's just never really being allowed to use. And Dyrachyo on the other side of things, he's got a 5-shot Carl.
Didn't even need the Phantasm. Just did it the old school way. That's not going to feel great.
Okay, okay, big kill. Oh, but Dyrachyo's in. Nightmare self-save, but the Inkswell stun still lands on it too. They are still dead. Yeah, you got me, says Boom. Tips Whitemon. GG is already called by T1. Wow. What an absolute one-sided stomp by Gaimin Gladiators over T1.